Right, this is Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out. Harris Akbar's joining me. Pleasure to have you on the channel. Of course, European champion.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Yeah, European champion, as I was saying. Just tell everyone a bit about yourself to start off. I know this is your first time on Seconds Out as well.
Yeah. I'm Harris Akbar, boxer for Team GB, one of the biggest prospects to go into the 2024 Olympics. European champion and hopefully the next big thing in amateur boxing.
So what made you want to start? Where did your journey into this sport begin?
Well, this was years ago now. I'm 23 years old now, so we're talking about 14, almost 15 years ago.
Wow.
I used to be massive into sport. I used to be big into sport, but like karate, that kind of stuff, karate, judo and stuff. And I never really gelled into it. But my dad's got a butcher shop. So I remember one day, my first ever boxing coach, he came into the shop and he's just getting along with my dad and stuff. And they just started to talk really. And he's like, oh yeah, just bring your kid down to the gym. So I ended up going down to the gym. Awful first. Awful. I remember you used to get the worst cramps everywhere in your legs, your back. But yeah, I just kind of stuck with it really. It's like something like from then on, it's just like something I wanted to do.
How did GB team England being in the England squad, how did that all come about?
Well, like I said, from when I started, I wasn't really that good first. And then you kind of just build the progress over the years. So you come on, you have your schoolboys, your juniors, youth, and that's like kind of your development phase. So you kind of go through all that. And I had a really good youth development. So I went over, used to box all the way. There was I don't know if you've heard of the Youth Europeans Worlds and stuff. So they have that. I did really well at them. So that's what made GB almost kind of scout me. And then moved from the England squad on the youth straight into the GB squad in 2017. And I haven't even looked back since. It's just been unbelievable. And the progress, just getting onto the team and having all the leading coaches over there, world boxing coaches, it's just been unbelievable.
How much would it mean to you to be able to represent in 2024? Of course, only 3 years on from the last Olympics when it comes around, but how much would that mean?
It would mean the world. I mean, putting on the vest now, even just to vote on the previous tournaments where we've had just wearing the vest there, it's just been like you're just proud wearing it, and just to carry on the run really of how I've been boxing and how everything's been going, and then getting to the next year qualifying. I can't even fathom how good it will.
That's good to hear. What did you take from the European Championships win as well? That's something that must have gone down well at home with your family and friends. What did it mean to you?
Yeah, it was just an real experience. It just goes to show you like how much self-confidence a tournament like that can give you, because I knew what I was capable of, but I never really had the chance to prove it. Like in the previous cycle, there was always one lad ahead of me. He was unbelievable. He was an exceptional lad as well. But it just goes to show you that I just needed that one chance to prove myself. I went there, done it, and now it just made me so confident, and the self-belief I have in myself has been different. I just know I'm going in there and I'm going to be the best boxer there. I went in there, beat the world #1 as well in the Europeans. So it just goes to show you how tough the tournament was.
Beating the world #1, not a bad start, not a bad place to start, eh?
Yeah. No, it's not. But like I said, it just brings up a lot of self-belief in you. It does bring up a lot of self-belief more than anything.
How much does working with Rob McCracken help your progression helped so far to this day? Obviously 23 and looking to get into that Paris Olympic Games.
Yeah, Rob McCracken is one of the best coaches in the world. He's been about done everything, like even away from the Team GB where he was with Joshua and all them kind of people, previous all the Olympic gold medalists as well. It just goes to show you that there's no messing about with him. So he knows what he's talking about, and if anyone's going to help you develop further, it's that man.
For sure. 2024. What do you expect happens then? we'll save this clip, save this interview.
Afterwards,
Yeah, we'll save this
you talk
clip
about
for
what's happening.
afterwards.
Ah, big things happening afterwards. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's going to happen during the tournament? What do you expect from yourself? I'm sure you hold yourself to high standards.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's like I said, just taking one tournament at a time, getting the qualifiers in, then hopefully being the number one seed going in, and then getting that gold medal down us. That's bring gold medals back home to England. That's all I want to do.
Where are you at the moment in terms of weight categories, and where do you think you'll be in the next couple of years?
Well, I'm a light middleweight right now, so I box at 71 kilos.
Okay.
But I think this is one of the Olympic weight categories, so it's not too bad. I'm all right in that situation because they're taking. I don't know if you know, but they're taking quite a few weights out. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, they're meant to be taking the whole sport out by 2028, which we hope doesn't happen. But
Yeah, I hope not, but we're a bit safer now. But there's a lot of people campaigning against that, so hopefully it'd be such a shame if they did. Be a shame, be a massive loss in the Olympic Games as well. But I'm one of the more blessed people in the weight categories because they're taking the bottom weight and the weight above me out. So there's going to be a lot of competition coming into these tournaments.
let's touch on that a little bit more. Obviously, kind of over the last couple of weeks, it's been more of the headline news, but for it not to be in the 2028 LA Olympic Games as the longest reigning sport as well, how much of a travesty would that be to the entire sport, not just the amateurs and the people who grow up wanting to win Olympic gold medals and all that good stuff? The whole sport would be affected because amateurs then turning pro would have less less exposure from the Olympics, etc. That would be devastating for the sport.
I think it'd be devastating as well because it goes from the grassroots all the way to us as well. But what would kids like that look forward to? There'd be thousands to millions of kids just in England alone thinking, what would be the point now? I think it's just horrible. It's just a horrible thing that's going to occur, really. But like I said, like even in the past of what we've done, like Team GB as a sport in whole, as a boxing sport, we've done unbelievable in the Olympics. Like we had the most Olympics medals in the previous cycling. We're just going to get better and better and better. And there's a lot of people campaigning to make sure that the Olympics is back in. But I guess we'll just have to see. We're just going to have to see, and we're all going to have to work together to make it right.
Do you think it will be in there 2028? Because I spoke to Sky Nicholson, who wants to compete in 2024 and competed at 2021. She's gone pro in the meantime. She says this, obviously, there's not a great relationship with the governing body of the boxing, IBA, AIBA. Do you still believe it will actually be there, though?
Do you know what? I think they were looking at a lot of stuff like that, and it seems to be getting better, like up at the top and stuff.
Fingers crossed.
It's 5 years. It's 5-6 years from now, so we've got enough time to turn it around, and I hope we can turn it around, really.
Yeah, well, it was good to speak to you specifically about that. Obviously, we'll catch up in the meantime. We've got a couple of years until Paris 2024, but obviously tournaments in between that, which I'm sure you'll be competing in.
We've got some unbelievable tournaments coming up, unreal tournaments coming up.
Which ones? Let's name a few.
Well, there's two that just come to mind right now. There's one in around May time, the World Championships in Uzbekistan. There's that one coming up, and the European Games next year. So them two competitions I'm really looking forward to.
Good to hear.
The first two big competitions.
Yeah, let's just quickly reflect on the Commonwealth. How did you look back on that? Of course, would have been disappointed at the time, but how did you see it? A blessing in disguise?
Yeah, of course, because sometimes you need that. Sometimes he was an Olympic bronze medalist, so he was just no one to mess about with. But looking back, there were some things I could have done, a little tweaks and stuff going back in. But like I said, you just need to look forward to the next competitions, and hopefully I can get that loss back.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Harris. We'll be catching up.
Cheers.
Thank you.
I, of course, hope to hear from you soon.